50% for George W. Bush, 48% for Al Gore, Ralph Nader running at about 2%. And the conventional wisdom is that of those absentee ballots, most of them will be Republican. That's how they traditionally go. And Republicans were asking for more absentee ballots in the state of Florida. Democrats are hoping that Dade County will come through for them. In Oregon, we now have more than half of the vote counted. George Bush with a 2-point lead over Al Gore. Ralph Nader, his strongest showing, 4% of the vote there. But again, it's a very close race, and we don't know where those votes are coming from. Oregon is a state that has trended Democratic. It's certainly voted that way in the last 2 election cycles, but it has more of a rebellious streak in recent months. It is one of the headquarters for a lot of the people who've been protesting the World Trade Organization and globalization of the American economy. It's one of the reasons that Ralph Nader is doing so well there. Environmental issues are big in Oregon, obviously.
As we've discussed before, behind me outside the state capitol remains extremely patient, even though it's going on 3 hours since they were supposed to hear from Governor Bush. They know how tight it is, and the 2-minute walk to the governor's mansion tells the story. Everybody can peer inside and just know how hard the phones are being worked and how frayed the nerves must still be. Tom?
Thank you very much, NBC's David Gregory. In the state of New Mexico, they have a Republican governor, but they elected a Democratic senator to go back tonight. There was bad weather in the south, I was told earlier by the Democrats. They were counting on that to hold down the Republican vote. The more heavily Hispanic part of the state in the north, they thought that they were going to do well because they had a lot of AFL-CIO get-out-the-vote help up there. In Nevada, pretty much the same thing. In Oregon, boy, that's a pick 'em because no one knows what's going to happen with all of these ballots that have been mailed in. They're harder to tabulate. Wisconsin and Iowa, those are 2 tough ones to figure this time. Wisconsin, traditional